10 to.
Yes, and departure time is 5 o'clock.
Yes, but I mean, you've got to get yourself sorted and settled, haven't you?
You got 6 hours on the bus to get settled, Betty.
If it turns up.
Just as I predicted, a late run on tickets.
You what?
Lucky for you, I've got a few left. Can do you a very good deal.
Oh, no, come on, Terry! Terry, no, don't upset yourself.
You're a loss to the diplomatic corps, Eric. You really are.
Forget the flaming diplomatic corps. Where's this bus?
Wow, you didn't say it was a double-decker.
Sorry you're not coming now. The quintessential British day out.
We're not going to get as far as Barnsley in this shed on wheels.
Take it up with our chief navigator, not me.
Ned, that engine is in tip-top condition. I serviced it myself.
That's what we were afraid of, Frank.
This ain't good enough, Mr. Pollard.
What isn't?
The, facilities.
This bus is in prime condition.
So where's video then? Yeah, there's no drinks machine.
Facilities, Mr. Tate.
There's no flaming lavvy.
It's all been catered for, Betty.
Oi, cheeky. Take him upstairs.
We're making regular stops along the way, Betty. Don't worry.
It's not just me, you know.
It's gonna be a long night.
Aye.
Still here?
You don't have to be.
I feel better for that shower any road.
Look, you could be in York in under an hour. I take you myself, only I've got to open up. Terry.
No use. She won't talk to me. She told me that last night.
But you can't end a marriage in one night.
That's what I thought.
Even if you wanted to. Oh, go and see her.
Oh, what? What's this, summer holiday?
At last we were giving you up.
Oh, sorry, Eric, you waiting for us?
No, sadly, still waiting for the Dingles.
Well, quick, start her up.
Tempting thought. Very tickets.
Is that mine? Don't lose it.
Where you go?
Upstairs.
Another one?
Don't worry, Mum. I'll sit with you.
So who else is up there?
Who?
Roy. Still carries a torch for you, you know.
Doesn't.
He does.
Pity he looks like such a nerd.
Hey, be good. Keep Mummy off the cooking, Sherry.
Don't you listen to a word your silly daddy says. And one last thing before you go. Hand it over.
What, my wallet?
No, your mobile.
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Rachel, this is my lifeline to civilization.
Oh, don't be such a snob. You're here to enjoy yourself.
Or else. Who said hell is other people?
Shh, you probably.
No, I said hell is other people on a double-decker booze cruise to France.
Right, lad. Ready when you are.
Bye. Say bye-bye to Daddy. David.
What are you doing here?
I live here.
Oh, I thought you were going on that French trip with Frank.
Well, put it this way. I sneaked a look at all the runners and riders, and it turned out that all the interesting people were sticking around today. So I thought I would too. And since you're home alone, I thought I'd call in tonight and keep you company.
What? Come round to the house?
Yeah, why not?
I'll have to tidy up for a start.
To hell with the tidying. Not averse to a little lust in the dust.
Another few minutes and we'd have been gone without you.
Frank, I'll handle this, thank you.
Melissa, we're wandering. She kept following us down the track.
Melissa?
The pig. So we brought her with us, like.
Can you just get yourselves onto the bus as quick as you can, please? Hey, you're not on my list.
I'm just here for the ride into town, like.
Mrs. Ding.
Now, listen. Any more funny business, and I'll dangle you off that ferry by your ears.
Zach, I can assure you there'll be no funny business, as you call it, today or any other day. Now, please, will you get yourselves on the bus? What are you doing?
For duty-free line.
Get a move on! Eric, we're going to hit the worst of the rush hour traffic if we don't leave now.
I'm coming, Zach. You're not bringing that shopping trolley onto this bus.
It's a belting idea. You can fit loads in one of these.
No!
been up to?
Now, my money's.
Is this your bird, Mr. Pollard?
What do you think? Yes, officer, can I help you?
Are you the organiser of this trip, Mr. Pollard?
Yes, I am.
I'm looking for Frank Tate.
Told you.
Shut it, I'm trying to listen.
He's just round the back there. Nothing serious, I hope.
Nothing for you to worry about. Mr. Tate, could I have a word, please? In private.
Can't this wait?
They got word you're free in the country, Frank.
Look, we're on our way to France. We're late as it is.
You won't be going anywhere, sir. You're coming down the station with us.
What?
I'm arresting you for the assault on Mr. Ken Adlington.
What's going on?
I wonder what he's been up to.
Oh, how are the mighty fallen?
Are they arrested him?
Well, it looks like it.
Does this mean the trip's cancelled?
Do we get our money back?
Will someone tell me what the hell is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay. Unfortunately, Mr. Frank Tate has unavoidably been detained. But that shouldn't affect our journey in any way. He asked me to convey his best wishes for the trip.
Eric. Eric!
Out in a minute.
Look, someone get him down here. I just want to talk to him.
Hey, everybody wave to Mr. Tate.
I'm not going on this poxy trip. Will just someone get Pollard down here?
Oh, it don't look as though you got much choice, Chris. We're off.
Hello, Home Farm. Alan, hi. He's been what?
How dare you think you can force me to stay on this bus just because I can't walk off it?
Your father said he wanted you to stay. He said he'd ring you.
Oh, yeah, on the mobile.
He was adamant you should remain in his place. Don't blame it on me.
Hey, what about what I want?
Anybody will think he don't like our company.
I still can't understand it, you know. That pub in York were all they ever wanted. Do you think maybe you've been carrying on?
We're just as likely to be here with another fella.
No. Not Brit. She's not the sort. Imagine it, though. A woman, a big pub like that on her own.
They'll be back together before weeks out, mark my words.
All I'm saying is this isn't the way I'd have come.
Listen, pal, I know this route to Dover like the back of my hand, so just pipe down, will you?
Well, just keep your eye on the time, eh? We don't want to miss our ferry. If you do, we've had it.
Eric, stop flapping!
Oh, what is it? What is it? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice. You. Come on, Linda. Come on. Look, come on.
I'm gonna go down and see Mum.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Let's have a look then.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
He asked me to play doctors and nurses
Be
next.
quiet.
Go on, let's see.
It's not that bad, is it?
It's worse. Wait till you see mine.
Were you drunk when you had this took?
Wish I had been. Might have turned out better.
Wow, this is very cosy. Let's see here, Sean.
So anyway, it turns out they arrested Frank Tate.
Arrested Frank?
Oh, it was great. You should have seen his face.
Well, what's he done?
Couldn't hear. It'll be in the Courier, though. Usually is the week after.
Listen to the expert.
Listen, you coming out tonight or what?
All right. You game, Kathy?
No, count me out. I'm going to call round to Dave's tonight. Surprise him.
You feeling all right, Betty love? No. Why? What's up? Is it your, Stop the bus, she wants a wee wee. Stop the bus, she wants a wee. Stop the bus. Thank you, Nellie. She wants a wee wee. And a nice piece of tea. Stop the bus, she wants a wee wee. Stop the bus.
Yes? Pull over at your next opportunity, please.
I thought you were watching the clock. Not even hit motorway yet.
Yes, well, I'd like to avoid a riot before we do.
Blimey, who's died?
What can I get you?
I'll have a gin and orange, please. What are you going to serve me?
Have what you like.
Oh, Terry, it's no fun when you let me have my own way. Dolores not been in.
Does it look like it?
That was Vanessa.
What?
Nothing.
Come on, ladies. Chop, chop.
What's the rush? What's the rush? Supposed to be a holiday then. We had to queue. What you're hurrying us up for? Get on.
Come on, Nellie.
Now, are you sure you don't want to go?
No, I'm all right. Everybody fed and watered?
Yeah.
Sam, has been correct?
Yeah.
Right, Dave, let them wagons roll.
Put your foot down, old boy. Time's marching on.
Come on, Rick.
You and that stupid burger. I hope it chokes you.
Kathy.
Surprise! I know you said you're a bit short of money, but it's not fair you've been stuck in while everyone else is away enjoying themselves.
Smashing.
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip?
What?
Frank Tate got arrested this afternoon.
You're joking. What for?
No one knows, but he had to miss the trip to France, which means Chris will be stuck with a busload of people he can't stand. You expecting someone?
No. Kim, we were just talking about you.
We? Hello, Kim.
Eric!
Yeah?
Frank didn't mention this little lot.
How long will it take us to get through?
I wouldn't like to say.
We have to make that ferry.
Not at this rate, we won't. Given half a chance, I'm getting off this road.
So how's Frank? Have they let you see him? Not yet. I'm on my way. The solicitor should be there by now. What happened exactly? Oh, something and nothing, really. I'm not quite sure. Just got this garbled message from Alan Turner. You won't have time for a glass, then? No, thanks. I'd better be on my way. Can't see them keeping him in tonight.
Well, thanks for letting us know.
That's okay. Don't be late for work in the morning, David. She's got some nerve.
Why?
Coming round here at this time of night. She's not even your boss.
She's probably worried.
Well, let her be worried to one of her friends. She'd have you at a beck and call 24 hours a day.
Des, where are we?
Seen a sign back there?
No, I haven't. Come on, admit it. You're lost.
I'm not.
But where are we then?
Look, Eric, I know where I'm going, all right?
We're running out of petrol.
Pollard, what's going on?
I don't know. Des! Have we run out of fuel?
No, it just cut out.
Oh. Well, try the ignition again.
I am doing.
I know this may sound awfully silly, but, has anyone got a mobile phone?
Now what are you up to?
Is Kelly off yet? She'll be wanting her jacket.
Couldn't be something simple like running out of fuel. Oh, no, no. This had to be a cock-up on a monumental scale. Nice one, Des.
Oh, don't start. I thought at least you'd be on my side.
You must be kidding. Can you fix it?
What do you think I'm doing?
Can you fix it?
I don't know. I ain't got much with me in the way of tools.
Right, that's it. Been a Laurel and Hardy tours. Listen. Listen. This whole trip's been a circus from beginning to end.
Were your father chocolate, Bill?
Look, I suggest we just head for a phone and get the first taxi out of here. I'm sure dear Mr. Pollard's insurance will cover it. Who's game?
No, wait a minute. The engine can be fixed in minutes.
Ah, well, we're stopping with bus, then we know where we are.
Nick? Spineless wimps, the lot of you.
But I thought she was upstairs with you and Roy.
Well, so did I.
I thought she was downstairs with you. Well, I ain't seen him since we stopped at the cafe.
Oh, my God. Don't panic.
That's my best lipstick.
We're all we had. Never mind her. I'll buy you a new one when we get to France. I told you it'd work.
No, Chris, wait! This is daft.
Dafter than just hanging around like a load of mindless sheep.
I don't mean to be nasty, but this isn't practical. Not with the chair. And even if you do find a phone box, what if you can't get into it? 2 people are already missing. Now Roy and Kelly. Mum, Dad and Viv are going spare. But they've got an excuse. They're only kids.
Whereas I'm just behaving like one.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have a go. You've got to be realistic. Hard luck, Dad.
Listen, love, I was thinking of popping across to the Woolpack for half an hour. You'd be all right, wouldn't you?
No.
Why not? I'd only be over the road. I'd leave you the number.
Mum wouldn't like it.
Mum wouldn't need to know.
She would.
I thought daughters were supposed to love their dads.
It's just a crutch, Dad. There's more to life than alcohol.
Best of 3, then.
So were you there when they picked him up?
I was as shocked as the next man.
And you've no idea what it was about?
It's odd. I thought I heard someone say something about assault. Surely that's not Frank's style.
No way.
Oh, I don't know. He's got a very short fuse sometimes.
Anyway, you, what you doing asking Kathy Tate out for a drink? She's a right boring cow.
Oh, she's all right.
Oh, aye, if you like watching paint dry. Aye, isn't life brilliant? She must be doing something right.
She'll be freezing. She hasn't even got her coat. Look. What if some weirdo tries to get them into his car?
Yeah, you're right, love. We've been hanging around here long enough. Look, who's going to come with me? Look for a phone box. Des, are we going to need a breakdown truck for this heap?
Hang on, Ned, I'll come with you.
Well, get a moving. We don't know what it's going to take. Is that your phone number?
Yeah, Vic will be in.
Okay.
Do you need some change for the phone?
No, that's all sorted. We'll be as quick as we can.
If you don't get a replacement coach, don't bother coming back.
Go on, mate.
Now, is there a policy that you can get that pays out when you're unemployed?
Yeah.
And is this a special policy for unemployed folk like?
Well, you have to be employed first and pay premiums for a set time, and then the insurance company will pay you out.
No, lad. I think you've got it wrong there.
I don't think I have.
Oh, go easy on him, Zach. The lad's new at the job. And good on you, love, for trying to make something of yourself.
You know what the joke of it is? I stopped Vic coming tonight because I thought it was selfish and irresponsible. How irresponsible can you get losing your own daughter?
Don't blame yourself, Viv. Try not to worry. Our Roy can be quite resourceful.
We could always book an hotel.
What'd she say?
Reckons Emmerdale bus didn't even travel.
Oh, you're joking.
Why didn't Tim on ferry?
Do you want your jacket?
No, I'm right, thanks.
I bet they went back to that cafe. That'd be why they missed the boat.
All them people. Dad'll kill me.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing?
Making a fire, what does it look like?
Not to you, you're not. Winds don't change.
You want to find a bit of shelter, that way you can keep it going till morning.
Morning? He's optimistic, isn't he?
Be prepared, that's my motto.
It was you who done it.
It was not.
Hey, come on, ladies. Do your talking while you're walking, please.
Better finish up then.
This time of night?
How many times you done that then?
What?
Not bad.
Heard the phone go and thought it was her.
You know, you're so sharp, you'll cut yourself one of these days.
Since when have we delivered pizzas?
Come on, Dolores, we should let these gentlemen get to bed.
Good night, ladies. Thank you. Am I going to get the silent treatment all night?
Start behaving like an adult and I'll start treating you like one. I won't go through that again, Frank. Having to smile sweetly while the sergeant talked down to us like a pair of simpletons. As if getting arrested in front of the entire village wasn't
Yeah,
enough.
well, I'd do it again tomorrow. If it meant that the animal got what he deserved for attacking Zoe. It's called loyalty, Kim. A concept you seem to have forgotten along the way. Do you want to stay tonight? That cottage will seem pretty lonely.
No. I'll put telly on the radio. Noise in the background.
Do you think she's not sitting in York saying just that?
To a stranger. I know what you're thinking, I'm trying to call her bluff, but we said things last night. You know, when someone knows you that well, they can kill you with a sentence.
Yeah, these things always feel like that at first. Of course they do. But the wounds heal.
I just don't want to live like that. In York or anywhere. We just don't want the same things anymore.
But
That's the thought of never waking up beside her again. Cracks me up.
What's taking them so long? We can't be that far from a phone.
I bet they're at the pub.
Oh, they wouldn't do that, would they?
No, of course they wouldn't, not if they know we're waiting.
No, you're right.
What kept you? You found a pub?
All right.
Any news?
No, we rang Vic, he's heard nothing.
Oh, no.
No, but at least now he knows his score, so he's waiting by the phone.
Oh, God. I'll go and tell Mum.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, you don't think we'd stroll around the countryside when there's 2 kids missing, do you, prawn?
What about the coach?
No point phoning Frank.
Obviously.
So I phoned a mate of mine. He's going to see what he can do.
See what he can do. And how long's that going to take?
Well, it shouldn't be that long, should it? I mean, not if they're set off now.
He's got to find a coach first.
What, at this time of night?
Then he's got to find us.
Come on, Sam.
Hope you get this debacle sorted out soon, Pollard.
It's not my fault your father's mate's bus isn't up to it.
This whole trip is your responsibility. Well, you better get us home before this mob turns nasty. You've already managed to lose 2 kids on the way.
They are their parents' responsibility. And as for this, I told you, blame Des. It's his transport that's let us all down.
Well, where is he?
He's gone to try and find that phone again. Perhaps if you hadn't let Rachel take your mobile, at least we might be in touch with civilization right now.
Now, don't blame me for a split second. You're the one that couldn't organise a...
Hit up in a model agency. Is that what you were going to say?
It'll do.
Kids have got a lot more sense than we credit them with.
Well, all right. Kelly.
With a bit of luck, they'll be back safe in Emmerdale.
We have to find home soon.
Yeah, it's no rush. They'll only tell us to get home as quick as we can.
I wonder what happened to him.
I bet they went back to that transport cafe, you know, when they found out we weren't on the bus.
At least we got it. I mean, they can't really get onto us, can they?
What can they do now, then?
Them rabbits are nearly done.
Aye.
Dad, there's running water not half a mile from here, and it's a grand clear stream.
Well done, lad. Listen, everybody. We'll need any empty bottles, flasks you might have, and we'll get us some water. We'll see if we can't pick up some fresh herbs along the way.
Oh, for God's sake, you'll be wanting to build a settlement next and calling it New Emmerdale or something. We should be putting all our efforts into getting back to civilization, not digging in here. Boots, you go that way. Sam, you go that, and don't come back till there's contacted help.
We'll be going for water, as said. You might be a big noise on a phone and behind a desk, but you're stuck here with the rest of us for the time being. So keep your orders to yourself.
I'll not forget this.
Now listen to me, son. We've got nout. My old man, well, he couldn't even read or write, let alone be a millionaire. But me and mine can eat like kings here for a long time. Just appreciate us feeding there. Just a bit of your snobbery aside and replace it with gratitude.
You're just scum.
Leave it out, Chris. We're not going to be here all that long. Meantime, think on what Zach says. You might learn something.
Yeah,
And it's your dad who's been arrested, not ours.
Come on, Sam Butch. There's water to be collected.
Don't worry about it, Des. I reckon I can pick out the parts and be with you in 3 to 4 hours. How's Chris coping? Great. He's nothing if not resilient. I'll see you as soon as I can, mate. Cheers.
Don't tell me the bus is broken down.
And Des has been let down by a replacement.
You're going to change into your Superman outfit and rescue the stranded travellers.
Yeah, but without the uniform.
Where exactly are they?
Oddbury. You haven't got a clue where it is either, but I'll find it. Fancy a trip? No, thought not. Right, I'd best be off. Oh, on top of everything else, they've managed to lose Kelly Windsor and Roy Glover.
You're joking?
Oh, nothing serious. They just happened to leave them behind at some transport cafe. And what Des has just told me, they got the best of the deal.
All right, well, enjoy your freedom while you can. You might have to utilise your mechanical skills in the prison garage.
Hurry up, Donna. If your mum knew you were this late, she'd never let me forget it.
If we ever see her again.
Don't say that. Frank will have them all back by tonight. It's Kelly I'm worried about.
At least she's with Roy Glover.
That's what I'm worried about. Here you are. Now, you got money for break?
No.
How much your mum normally give you?
£2.
I'll ask her.
Settle for one.
More like it.
Thank you.
Hello? Kelly, you all right? You with Roy? Good. Now, where are you? What? France?
Oh, brilliant. Her and Roy Glover in France.
Go!
Get that, will you? OK. Yes, tell me again.
Mirror, telegraph, and a shed full of aspirin, please.
A large packet, though.
Why?
Heard about R. Kelly and Roy Glover?
No, what?
They got to France. None of the others did.
All right. What happened to everybody else?
Bus broke down.
Yeah, just heard bus broke down. Where'd the rest of them get to?
Spent the night somewhere in Leicestershire. Frank Tate's going down to bring them back. Looks like I'm going to have to go to Dover.
For R. Kelly?
Who else? Look, they're catching the 12:30 from Calais. 6 hours to Dover, do you reckon?
And there's Effa.
I bet she's having a great time. Is that what she was doing?
No, the money ran out.
I have to go with you.
No, you won't.
Mum and Scott's lost. R. Kelly's in France. You want me to wander around alone after school?
Ah, well, I'll leave you to it, mate. Looks like you've got a lot of sorting out to do.
Yeah, see ya.
Good luck.
I have to go with you, Dad.
No, you won't. Tell you what you do. Go to Kathy's tea room after school, and I'll sort it out with her before I leave.
Oh, Desford. Sit your son down. I'll go and sort a nice bit of rabbit out for you.
Oh, cheers, Seth. Much appreciated. Well, I've been in touch with your dad. He's bringing a coach, spares, and a driver.
So at best it's going to be evening before we get home.
Oh, Miss ain't your goats.
What the hell's that?
Oh, it's best show on telly. See people pick a neighbour what they all ate. And if he or she can win them round by answering questions, they all get a prize. It's brilliant.
It's not the end of the world, love. It's only a telly programme.
It might only be a telly programme to you, but it's my only pleasure, you know, till Question of Sport gets back on.
Right, well, the other coach might turn up.
There's more chance of you appearing on A Question of Sport.
Well, you're well rid of Danny, Linda. And I never thought it were your type, anyway.
Oh, because I'm not upper crust. Not good enough for him.
Oh, you're too good for him. Don't matter what kind of family you're born into. It's more of a case of what type of person you are. And he's a prat.
Well, why is that, then?
Well, the way you found out about his engagement. I mean, it were bang out of order. He's not just a prat, he's arrogant with it.
Why don't you feel as bad as I do? We had a hell of a session last night.
Oh, don't worry, Al. I feel fragile. But I've got some news that might just put a smile on your face.
And what might that be?
The bus broke down. I didn't make it to France.
Now, why should you think that their misfortune would please me? Just because they were going to fill the village with cheap booze and possibly damage our business?
Hello, Vic.
I was just saying to Dolores, I can guarantee one customer today with Everway.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not a customer. I need a favour.
Oh, what's that?
Well, this French trip's turned into a bit of a disaster. The bus has broken down somewhere in Leicestershire, and our Kelly and Roy have somehow got separated from the group.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Frank Tate's taken a coach down to bring back the main party, and I've got to go to Dover to bring back our Kelly and Roy.
What, they got to Dover?
They got to France. No, don't ask, it's a long story. Look, would it be all right if Donna came here after school? Because I don't think Viv will be back by then, and I certainly won't be.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
You promised me I'd be in front of my own telly watching it, you go.
Nelly, love, if I could, I would. But what can I do? We're stuck here till Frank Tate arrives, and that is that.
Good heavens, woman, it's only a stupid television programme.
Shut it, you.
Don't you go shouting at Mr. Pollard. It's not his fault the bus broke down. Hey, it's his.
Hey, don't be picking on me. I'm worn out for walking to that phone and back.
Amusing, isn't it? See that thin veneer of civilization stripped away and the savage beneath.
Hey, don't think because you're in a wheelchair you're safe from getting a slap.
That dingle, it's come to summit when you're threatening poor people like him.
Hey, don't patronise me.
I'm sticking up for you.
Oh, look, come on, what is the point in falling out? We're all in this together. Come on.
That, take me home.
How can I? We could walk to Main Road and hitch a lift.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's better than stopping here for the next 6 hours.
What do you have to go into that for?
I thought it were a good idea.
It is, love. Come on, we're going. Butch, come on, we're going home.
Oh, Mum, can't I stay here?
No, you can't. We come as one and we're going as one, right, Zach?
Right, Nelly, love. Come on, Butch.
How do you feel about going out today?
I have to face it sometime. I'm going over to Emmerdale to do a TB check. That'll ease me back into it. I know I'm perfectly safe with the Sugdens. I'd be happier if Linda was coming with me.
Yeah, well, keep your mobile with you and ring me on mine if you need a bit of encouragement.
Yes, I will.
Oh, morning, Frank.
I thought you were in France.
Nah, the French trip's a non-event. The bus broke down in Leicestershire. I've had to collect spares, a coach and a driver. And now I'm on my way to bring them back.
Oh, mechanic in shining armour, eh?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know and tell you not to worry about this other thing.
What other thing?
I was arrested yesterday.
What for?
Hitting your attacker, Adlington.
Dad, no.
Don't worry about it. As soon as I've got this coach thing sorted out, I'll go and see my solicitor. Look, I've got to go. Everything's going to be all right.
Hey, smile, you lot, and try and look respectable.
Three cars in half an hour. This is hopeless. I could have been well away with that last year with dead keen on me.
Shut up, you moaning, will you? Do you know what it is? It's you lot putting people off. Next time a car's coming, go and hide. Behind that bush there, leave it to me.
You reckon they'll stop if they think you're on your own?
A lone female in middle of nowhere. Course they will. Go on. There's one coming now, hide. Come on.
Are we going to wait for another car like?
Talk stupid. When car stops for your ma, we appear, and for shame's sake, driver has to take us as well.
Slow it down.
I told you. You rat!
They were tight not selling me that booze.
You do have to be 18. It's just so everywhere.
Yeah, no, but I want to buy them something proper, because they're all going to blame me when we get back.
How can they? It's not our fault they left us at a transport cab. Anyway, I reckon they'll be pleased with the talcum powder.
Honestly.
Of course. It's the fault that counts.
Tell you what, Mum. I'm glad it all happened. You know, missing bus and everything.
Me too.
Hello. Hello. Is there a problem?
No problem. I just thought I'd drop by to tell you personally. It's been decided not to take any further action against Mr. Adlington.
You're not going to prosecute him for attacking me? Yet you've arrested my father for confronting him.
I think it's fair to say he did more than that. But anyway, yeah, neither decision's been mine. I just thought I'd let you know.
Talk about injustice.
I'm sorry, I know it must seem that way to you. The DPPS will only proceed if they think there's a good chance of a conviction. With his wife's evidence, as well as his own, well, you must admit it's not a very strong case.
You think I'd make it up?
Doesn't matter what I think. I'm sorry, but the DPPS just doesn't think it's a case worth pursuing.
But prosecuting my father is.
Mr. Tate has admitted his attack on Mr. Adlington. That's the difference. I'm sorry to have upset you, Zoe.
Just leave us, please. The whole thing's outrageous.
I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with G.
Grass.
Not.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. There's no round here beginning with G that ain't grass.
Oh, yes, there is.
Go on, then what?
Well, if you're giving in, then I'll get another go.
We're giving him.
Greenery.
Greenery?
Yep. I spy with my little eye.
Hang on. Greenery is a colour, not a thing. It's not allowed.
Yes, it is. It's all this stuff.
It's stupid. And if Dad says it's not allowed, it's not allowed.
Right, that's it. I'm banning I Spy. It's not 5 minutes since you was all arguing about something beginning with C.
It were a cloud.
It would have steam from a jet plane.
Same thing.
How could it be same thing, slug brain?
Mum, he's calling me that again.
Yeah, stop it, I've told you.
Shut up. Listen. Right, Butch. Get in position.
Why does it have to be me?
Because you drew the short straw. Did they let you out then?
Yeah, did either of you two see that film? Alive?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I know the one you mean. Wasn't that football team or rugby team that
Yeah.
in the air crash in South America?
Oh, you mean not Survivors Ate the Dead, that one?
Not very much meat on set, is there?
Don't know. You can always roast Betty, we'd eat for a month.
Scott! Oh, he's probably just exploring. You know what lads are.
Oh, Jan, what a day.
Can only get better, love.
Unless the coach arrives and Scott's still missing, that could be worse. Scott! Scott!
I checked the hoses, the leads, I checked the seats were sound, I checked the bus was clean, I checked the exhaust.
Des, it's bad enough being stuck here without you going on and on about it.
Well, don't get on at him about it, Seth. Feels awful about it, don't you, Des?
Terrible, Betty, aye. I mean, the only thing I couldn't check was the pump. I mean, where do you stop checking?
Will you stop talking about it?
Woo!
We couldn't leave you when it came down to it. We waited to guide Frank back here.
I lay down in road.
Glad you're here, Frank. You get the pump?
Yeah, no problem. Get them all on board, Des. Tony, they'll drive them home while we swap pumps.
I think you two owe these people an apology before we leave.
I'm just the mechanic. What do you say, Des?
I'd say it's a long walk home, Eric, so shut it.
Pumps in the locker. How are you managing?
Yeah.
We'll soon have you home.
Mum, where have you been?
I've just been having a look round.
Well, don't pretend you didn't hear me shouting for you.
I didn't, honestly. Well, you're not going to be nagging at me all the way home. Just because you feel bad about Kelly.
Just get on the bus.
Frank, any news on our Roy and young Kelly?
Sorry, Ned. Were they staying on at the transport club where you left them?
Who knows?
Come on.
Any word of the kids?
Nah, but you can bet they're fine. Probably having a great time. Best thing we can do is just get off home.
Ah, well, I'll never be so glad to see it again, I'll tell you. Come on.
And there's a telly on coach.
Aye, we all know what we're going to be watching, don't we, lads?
Eat your guts.
Hello, Zoe. You all right?
Yes, I was just feeling a bit lightheaded. Sorry about this. I'll be all right in a minute.
Come up to the house, I'll get us some tea.
No, I'm supposed to be here to test for TB, not impose on your hospitality.
Don't be daft. Go and have a minute. Cows won't mind waiting.
Come on.
I just feel so stupid not being able to go into your cowshed with Jack of all people.
Do you think you better start at the beginning?
A couple of weeks ago, I was called up to the Adlington farm.
Yeah.
And he and I were in a barn alone, and he grabbed me.
Grabbed you?
Well, he more than grabbed me. If I hadn't fought him off, it would have been rape.
Good God, Zoe. What's all this nonsense about keeping it to yourself? The man should be locked up.
Emma and I decided that we didn't want our private lives open to publicity.
But he attacked you. He should be punished.
Well, he sort of has been. My father found out and punched him.
Not good for him.
No, it's not good for him because now he's been arrested for attacking Adlington.
And so it's all come out now. But the police do have Adlington for attacking you in the first place.
No, because his wife has sworn that she never left us alone, so it's my word against the two of them.
Oh, but Zoe, why didn't you report it immediately?
Sarah, I'm gay. I live with my gay partner. You've no idea what a disadvantage it is in a small community like ours when I'm dealing with chauvinistic farmers every day of the week.
I can see that, but they're decent people on the whole. They know what's right and what's wrong. The community would and will support you and your dad.
I'm not so sure.
Did you enjoy that?
Lovely, thanks.
Good.
Hey, you'll have to come to tea more often. Best cakes, jelly, ice cream.
Anyone would think I never treated you.
Hey, I'm not complaining, but there's treats. And treats. So what you want to do then? Watch telly, play some tapes or what?
What dates have you got?
Stone Roses, Genesis, Iron Maiden.
Won't be into any of that. Let me guess.
Go on.
Well, I'd be amazed if you didn't like Take That.
They're all right.
Sean Maguire?
You've heard of him?
Yeah, he's quite fanciable.
Who's he play for?
He's a singer and an actor. Oh, Kelly's fancying rotten till she started going out of your Roy.
Hey, do you think this is it for them then? Real thing?
I wouldn't be surprised. The way she talks about him, the amount of time she takes washing her hair and all that. It must be a funny feeling. Can you remember?
Washing me hair? Yeah, just about.
No, being in love. Can you remember what it was like?
Counting minutes till we next meet again. Wondering where she is. I know who she's with. Missing her so much. It hurts. Yeah, I can remember. Just about.
You big softy.
We were robbed in last minute. Hey, do you hear that? I reckon they're back and thirstier than a regiment of desert rats.
I suppose I could be churlish and accuse them of being the rats that deserted me. Now, the very thought of people I've looked after all these years going abroad in search of cheap beer.
Aye, but you're a businessman, Al, and you get last laugh. I mean, it's early doors. And treated right, they'll be here all night.
You'll pay for this, Eric Pollard.
Going for a drink?
No, we'd better get off home in case our Roy rings. See you tomorrow.
Ah, fair enough.
Hey, have a good sleep. We all deserve it.
Aye, not half.
The news of Kelly. Vic's gone down to Dover to pick them up. They both seem to be all right.
Oh, thank God for that. What a mess. Were they waiting for us at Dover then?
No, they got to France. I stayed with Kathy.
Oh, thanks, Kathy. They got all the way to France, did they?
Yeah, I can't wait to see her and hear about it all.
Well, me neither. Come on, let's get back home. I'll see you later. Thanks, Kathy.
No trouble. See you.
Never again. Did you have a good time?
Don't ask.
Come on. I need a drink.
Did you get a phone number?
No, she weren't on phone, but I give her ours. One of them rat-catching business cards. She were right impressed. She said that it suited my personality.
Hey up. Make way for Thomas Cook.
Excuse me, WPC. Could you give me some advice on how to sue this man for fraud?
Soyez le bienvenu. Les voyageurs là.
What's that mean?
Welcome, weary travellers.
Just give me a large Scotch, please, and a Bianco lemonade, no ice.
Come with a minute.
I'll put 3.5 pints of lager on his bill.
And a pint for me and a light sherry.
Yeah, and a lager and a Coke as well, please.
What? You weren't even there.
Yeah, but we were thinking about you, though.
Come on, Eric. Least you can do.
That's enough. Got a bottle at home.
Oh, he's chickened out.
I can honestly say that at the moment, Eric Pollard's about as popular as Lookout at Pearl Harbor.
Do you fancy going down the Woolpack? Hear all about their adventures?
No, not really, Em. Not in the mood to face people, to be honest.
They'll be on your side.
They'll be desperate to know why Dad was arrested. Won't be able to wait to hear all the sordid details. Because that pervert wasn't arrested, they'll think I've made it up. It's going to be hell for the next few weeks, I know it is.
We'll cope.
Pollard, come on. I know you're in there. Come on. I want a refund on this French fiasco, and I won't be the only one either.
Probably left the country.
Aye, well, with this sense of direction, they'll be lucky if they get past Skipdale. Mind you, your Roy must have been a Boy Scout, eh? He found his way all right.
I'm worried he's half to death in the process. I've got to have a word with it, man.
Oh,
Look, why don't I give my client a ring and say that I'm sick and then I can come with you?
What for? You going to ride shotgun?
Just thought you could use some support.
Yes, that's what Dad thought. He ended up getting himself arrested.
Well, they got the wrong man. Adlington's the one that should be behind bars.
You heard the police. According to them, he's innocent.
Well, we all know that's not true.
Yes, well, knowing it and proving it are two different things. Unfortunately, I can't prove it, so I just have to learn to live with it.
I can't bear to see her like that.
Me neither, but she's right. There's nothing we can do.
I'm not so sure.
See you later. Bye. That was Vic. They're on the way back, all safe and sound.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Well, when you think what could have happened...
Yeah, well, they're both sensible kids.
Yeah.
You don't think anything did happen, do you?
I've told you. They're just on the way back, right now.
They were alone together overnight.
My Kelly's been brought up proper. She wouldn't stand for any hanky-panky.
Well, you're not suggesting my Roy start anything. I've made sure knows the difference between right and wrong.
Well, I'll talk to her when she gets in. Not that I think, you know.
I'll talk to him, just to put our minds at rest.
Not very busy this morning.
Maybe if we mentioned he was in, there might be a rush.
I want customers, not a lynch mob. Still, this might do the trick. A spring water. I'm sending it off for analysis. If they say it's fit to sell, I reckon they'll come in droves.
Oh, dream on. Reckon you stand a better chance with Betty as a topless waitress.
Oh, thank you. Hey, I thought you'd gone ages ago.
I thought I'd have a lie-in.
You are late for work. You better watch out for Kim.
I'm not scared of Kim, Tit. See ya.
Have a good day.
Can I get you anything else, Mr. Pollard?
Yes, I'll have another pot of tea, please. On second thoughts, I think I'll leave it.
So much for my romantic trip to France. So much for my second honeymoon.
It's not my fault Eric Pollard couldn't organise a booze up in a brewery.
Don't go blaming Mr. Pollard. It was his transport department what let him down.
Then he ought to learn not to employ idiots.
He employs our butcher now, Sam.
Think that proves my point?
We better go to work, Sam.
Tell him we want our money back.
Eric Pollard is a cultured man, and you could learn a lot from him, Zach Dingle.
Like what?
Like enjoying the better things in life, like taking me to sophisticated places.
If you want to go out, I'll take you out.
Where?
We could go to Woolpack if you like.
Aye. I'm just on my way to see the solicitor. See what can be done about this assault charge. Well, you could wish me luck.
I'm not sure you deserve it. It was a stupid thing to do, Frank. A man of your age, your position, brawling like that.
Yeah, OK. I already had that lecture from Zoe. I couldn't just stand by and watch him get away with it.
Yeah, and all you've done is make things worse.
Now, what do you want?
Satisfaction?
That seems to be in pretty short supply at the moment.
I have some very irate villagers on my back demanding refunds.
Don't tell me your troubles. I've got enough troubles of my own.
You were responsible. You supplied the bus.
Wrong. Des did. Go and moan to him.
I've tried. He's not in the yard and he refuses to answer the phone.
Must have gone to the same school of business as you, then.
Thank you. What are you going to do about it?
I think you've had your answer. Shame you didn't pal up with Chris sooner. Could have used some insurance.
How are you adjusting to life on your own?
Nights are the worst. I don't mean like that. No, she's not there to talk the day over with. Cottage seems empty. Quiet. I even miss the house. Sometimes I feel like shouting just to fill the silence. Sounds daft, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I felt like that when I lost Shirley. It wasn't an ideal marriage, I suppose, but she knew me better than anyone. I could be myself with her.
Aye. Same with Britt.
I think I miss her more as a friend than a wife.
Well, as the song says, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Look, if you want to move back into the pub, well, at least we could fill each other's silences.
Aye. I'd appreciate that. Thanks, Al.
You could at least have bought some duty-frees while you were over there.
Underage.
I doubt if it matters in France. It was supposed to be the whole point of the trip.
Is that all you care about?
What with the petrol, coach fares, and the bed and breakfast, this trip's already cost me a bomb. Good mind to stop it out of your pocket money.
It's supposed to be your daughter. Weren't you just a bit worried about me?
I'll leave that to your mother. I'm sure she's got a few questions to ask you.
Is that you, Mr. Pollard?
Of course it's me. You're late.
Well, we had to recover from the French trip.
I'd rather not be reminded about that, thank you.
Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
Forget the French trip. I want to know about another disaster. What's happened to my clock?
Clock?
Clock, yes, you know, a fine antique. You must have seen it amongst the stock.
Oh, yeah. That was... Ah! What'd you do that for?
I think I can guess. Please, continue with your explanation.
Well, it was all a mistake, see? Remember when we did that house clearance from the wrong address?
Vividly.
And you told us to take the stuff back?
Yes.
Well, somehow the clock got mixed up with it.
Oh, don't tell me you're starting a new trend in burglary. You break into the victim's place and you leave a present behind.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Pollard.
Sorry? That's not good enough. I want my clock back.
You mean we've got to break in again?
Exactly.
We might get arrested.
Well, that's your problem. I don't care how you do it. I want it back. Understand?
Yes, Mr. Pollard. We'll go now.
Hey, don't think you can hide behind them dark glasses.
Not your day, is it, Eric?
You're not going to riddle out of this one. You owe me.
Oi, leave it, Jack. Hey? I'll do that.
Thanks, Ned. I was just coming to tell him the same thing.
I wish the two of you had stopped fussing.
We don't want you doing your backing again.
Well, I'm not an invalid.
You will be if you don't take it easy.
The work still has to be done.
And that's what you pay me for.
Look, if you're that keen about it, talk to me about this. It's an article about diversification. There's loads of ideas.
You know, I'm not going to start ostrich farming or keeping llamas.
Don't be stupid, Jack. It's just a way to earn a bit more money.
You could sell rotting veg for people to pelt Eric Pollard with. That'd be a winner at the moment.
Or we could give tractor rides to the wool pack. Not as exotic as France, but at least we get you there.
I'm being serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
How about bed and breakfast?
Take land too.
No. Small scale, like Steph and Betty. It wouldn't cost much to convert the barn. There's lots of profit to be made, especially in the summer. We're close to the Dales and all that. Just promise me you'll think about it.
Seems a shame not to take anything else now we're here.
Let's clear out, Butch. My nerves won't stand it no more.
You've got no ambition.
I don't want to end up inside again. Let's just go and have a drink and get this back to Mr. Pollard.
I've got a better idea.
I'm not going back in that house.
You don't have to. I suggest that we go home. We hide the clock and then we sell it on. Ought to be worth a bomb. And we'll split the profits.
60-40.
How come you get more than me?
Because I thought of it.
Pollard will got spare.
He won't know. We'll tell him that the residents have come back and we couldn't get in anymore.
He'll never believe that.
He'll have to. He can't exactly come round and ask him, can he? Trust me, Sam, this will be the easiest money we've ever made.
Now, there's no need for threats.
Not if I get my money back, no. Oh. I knew it were only a matter of time before the police caught up with you. You come to ask him some questions about defrauding innocent pensioners?
Ooh, there's a lot of questions I want to ask Mr. Pollard.
Well, I'll leave you to your good work, officer. They should lock you up and throw away the key.
Just a silly misunderstanding. I've been running a perfectly legitimate touring operation and I ran into a few mechanical problems. My transport manager's sorting all that out. You want to go and see him?
I don't give a toss about your buses.
What do you want, then?
I've been watching you. Like my old DI said, give a villain enough rope, he'll hang himself.
I am not a villain. I am a bona fide trader.
It's all your stuff, then, trader?
Yes.
Regular Aladdin's cave, isn't it? I'm not an expert, but I'd say some of this stuff's worth a few bob.
Yes.
You better have a receipt for each and every item, because otherwise I'm going to take great pleasure in hanging you out to dry, scumbag. There's a kid in nursery.
I'm telling you the truth.
But it's not going to let you off the hook.
You can't treat me like this. I know my rights.
You don't have any rights. Not when there's just you and me. Nobody's going to take your word against mine. Oi, I'm the law.
Hello, Mr. Pollard.
All right.
If you'll excuse me, I need to talk with my colleagues. Whatever you do, don't bring that clock in.
We can't.
We couldn't get it.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. In the meantime, I want to draw your attention to this catalogue regarding the auction that we're going to be attending next week.
Eh?
Part of your training.
Look, I know this French trip didn't work out too well, but...
You mean the only people who got to France were our Roy and Kelly?
And you're used to better things like first-class travel and posh hotels with Danny.
What's it matter? It's over now.
Yeah, well, then maybe that's for the best. Look, he wouldn't have treated you like that if he really cared about you.
Expert on romance, are we?
Yeah, I'm not
Biff
exact...
just looked in. It's home farm business.
It's okay, Linda, I'm not checking up on you. But I take it Zoe's still out at the moment.
Yeah.
Good. It's actually you that I wanted to see. If you've finished your business, Biff.
Yeah, I'll see you later for a drink.
Okay.
Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
It can wait. What was it you wanted to see me about?
Ken Adlington. I think I've come up with a way to make his life a bit more uncomfortable.
Here we are then. Home safe and sound.
Welcome back. I've been worried sick.
Tell her, Mrs. Windsor, I looked after her.
Oh, thanks, Roy. You better get back to your mum too. She's been worrying.
Yeah.
Well, go on then.
Right. See ya.
Now, are you sure you're all right?
I'm fine. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. Just going to go upstairs and have a lie down.
Kelly, I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but Roy didn't give you any trouble, did he?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, he didn't try anything.
No, he was a perfect gentleman.
That's all right then.
Do you think that means he doesn't fancy me?
So, quite an adventure then. I suppose there were no real harm done.
Had a great time.
I were coming to that. Now, the thing is, with the Windsors coming from London, Kelly is maybe a bit more worldly than you.
How do you mean?
Well, a bit forward, maybe.
Hang on a minute, I thought you liked her.
Oh, I do. I just wanted to be sure that there were no goings-on while you two were over there.
Of course not. You want me about that sort of thing?
That's all right, then. Do you want some beans?
Oh, yeah, go on then.
Is that the truth?
Never know, will you?
The Queen Anne writing
If you've seen one
case.
bit of furniture, you've seen it all.
Can't we go home now?
Oh, Mum will have our meal ready.
Yeah. I think it's about time you let your little chums go. Thanks for the lecture, Mr. Pollard. So, just the two of us again. I prefer it like that.
If you lay one finger on me, I report you.
I'd never hit a suspect, Mr. Pollard. Unless, of course, he was resisting arrest. In which case I might use justifiable force to restrain him.
What the hell do you think you're doing here?
He was resisting arrest. I'm checking on stolen goods.
He'll have to do better than that. He's an antique dealer. It's all legit. This isn't police business. It's a grudge. Harassment. And there's rules against that.
I'm just trying to protect you against this little creep.
I don't need your protection. It's my life now.
I want you back.
Chief Superintendent is roaming the station looking for you. You don't get back there soon, you're going to find yourself in a tall hat out on the beat again. Lucky I came by.
Nobody's ever stuck up for me like that before.
Madam Tate's on her way, and it looks like she's after you.
Oh, what have I done now?
No idea, but it saves aggro if we look busy.
David.
Yes, Kim?
Oh, come on.
Trying to avoid me?
No, just a bit busy, that's all.
Yeah, well, I know you. You won't be able to stay away too long.
It's just getting a bit too dangerous, that's all. I mean, Frank's nearly caught us once. I reckon we should just back off for a bit.
We'll just have to be more careful next time.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't want there to be a next time.
How was the solicitor?
Ought to see me all right. Money he's charging. He's got a top brief lined up. I never really got a chance to say thank you.
What for?
Well, for helping me out the other night. This lad's a real diamond. We've got to do everything we can to keep him.
Whatever you say, Frank.
What you two up to?
Nothing.
What's that behind your back then?
It's a clock, Mum.
I'd worked that much out for myself, Sam. What I want to know is, what's it doing here?
It's a present.
Present? For me?
We thought you'd like it.
Oh, I think it's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. Hey, hang on a minute, though. You two couldn't afford an old clock like that. It's not stolen goods, is it? I'm not having you in trouble with the police again, Sam.
No, it's not stolen. It's Mr. Pollard's.
I thought you said it was a present.
It is. It's Mr. Pollard that's giving it to you.
Oh, I knew he was a cultured man, and I know he admires me, but I never expected an out like this.
Life's full of surprises, Mum.
Right, I'm just going to clear a space for it in living room. I'm going to have it in Pride Place. You two, watch what you're doing. I don't want a scratch on it.
Why can't you just keep your mouth shut?
Have I spoiled your plan, Butch?
Let's hope this fixes him good and proper.
Well, at least he won't dare show his face in the village when word gets round.
You ready for that drink now, Linda?
I've got to put a few more of these up first.
No, don't worry, I'll finish off. I'm starting to quite enjoy this.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Hey, strong stuff, this. Well, truth often is. Doesn't mean you should hide it.
Well, what's this Ken Adlington been up to, then?
Read the poster, Betty, and make sure everyone else does.
Hi.
Hi.
What's going on? Your Emma seems to have taken up bill posting.
How could you do this to me, Emma? How could you do this?
What you having it in for?
Because he happens to be a friend of mine.
Well, I should keep that quiet if I were you. He's not too popular around here.
I don't care what small-minded people think. I know a gentleman when I see one. And you could learn something from him.
Like what? How to ruin a coach trip?
No, like how to dress for a start and how to treat a lady.
What's he done to deserve all this praise?
You'll soon find out.
Is that for our lass?
Yeah.
You two seem to be spending a lot of time together all of a sudden.
So?
She had a bad time with Danny. I don't want to see her getting hurt.
Look, Dave, I don't interfere with your messy little love life, so stay out of mine, all right?
You and Biff having words?
Yeah. Just give him a bit of advice. But I don't want to talk about Biff tonight. I want to talk about us.
Hasn't been much us lately. You always seem too busy.
Well, I've had a lot on. But all that's going to change. I intend to devote a lot more time to you.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe we can start by me staying over again tonight.
I was only trying to help.
By making me the talk of the village. You think that helps?
Well, if he's punished, yes, it does. He deserves to be for what he did to you.
You're as bad as my father. It's like you both think you own me.
Oh, it's not like that.
Well, it's how it seems to me. I was the one that was attacked. You've just humiliated me.
Well, you've got to let me help you.
Well, I have to work it out for myself. Can't you understand that? Otherwise, I'm going to feel even more worthless than I do now. And believe me, I can't feel much lower. Please don't touch me. I want to be left alone.
Why the long face? I thought we were celebrating the return of the prodigal son.
Aye, we are. So much else to celebrate and all. I put my job application in today.
So what's wrong?
I don't know how to break it to Jack and Sarah.
Oh, well, that's simple. Don't say anything till we know for sure, and don't even mention it to the kids. They're not good at keeping secrets.
It looks like our Linda's got other things on her mind at the moment, any road.
Do you mind if we go for a walk?
Why?
Well, Dave's been giving us big brother treatment, and now your dad keeps staring at us.
They're just a bit overprotective of me right now.
Yeah, well, I understand that. Just don't make what I've got to say any easier.
Okay.
Very brave sticking up for me like that. There you were. I only wish I was worth it. I could be with your help. You're very good for me. You make me want to start my life afresh.
I'm not so sure that's such a good idea.
Oh, it would be, believe me. As long as you shared it with me.
Look, I know I could never take you to the places that Danny could. He probably gets more pocket money than I earn at home farm.
You think I was just after his money?
No more than I was after Jessica's. But it didn't stop her parents thinking it.
Do you still miss her?
I wouldn't have worked out. Besides, I got hung up on somebody else.
Do I know this someone?
Yeah, pretty well. I just never thought I stood a
Well,
chance.
you never know unless you ask.
Well, then I'm asking. And I know you'd never feel the same about me as you did about Danny, but I won't let you down like he did.
I know that.
So, where do we go from here?